Hello everybody, Mystical Love and Light here. This is going to be a how-to video for you to make your 4 Thieves vinegar. It's very simple. Now if you look on the internet, there are tons of different recipes. Take your choice. I'm going to show you how I do mine. Okay? Now, what this is good for is, say like you're not feeling so good, your chest is feeling tight, like you got congestion or like a respiratory thing going on in your chest. It's good to make this ahead of time and put it in the refrigerator to steep, because this needs to be made 4 weeks before you use it. It needs to steep for 4 weeks. So it's best just to make it, put it in the refrigerator, and that way if you start having these issues later after 4 weeks, then by all means it will be ready. Doesn't do you no good to make it if you're already there and then have to make it and wait 4 weeks. I mean, good Lord, if you're already feeling respiratory issues, then you need to go ahead and have it already had been prepared and made. Okay, so this is how I make it. Now I'm going to make it in this little jar here. I don't need very much. I'm just showing you how to make it. After the 4 weeks is up, after it steeps, infuses for 4 weeks, then you can use some cheesecloth and strain it, and then you can after you've strained it, you can put it in a different container. I mean, you can leave it in there if you want and strain it, that's fine. I normally do this, and that way it's easy to pour. How much you need to take, very simple. You can take a tablespoon at a time. It's that simple, as needed. Okay, so this is how we are going to make it. I will put the dry ingredients in first. You will need rosemary, these I'm using, they're dried. Once they start steeping, then it'll become, after you're steeping it, it will become infused. And I don't measure, so I'll just kind of show you what I have. I am not making a big batch at all, like I say. If you have a lot of people in your family, make a bigger batch. Me here, it's just me and my honey. I'm just going to set this to the side. Then you will need garlic cloves. Remember, you can do it with fresh ingredients. I normally dry all of my stuff, and then that way my stuff lasts a whole lot longer. And I'm looking and I see a mosquito flying in here. If my husband were home, I guarantee you it would get him immediately. Okay, so then we've got the garlic cloves. I've done a video already where I had dried these. And I've already got the hull taken off of them. I will put, that was 1 and 2. That's all I need for this small batch. And then we will be using thyme. And I'll also do it like this so you can see about how much I'm using. I'm using about the same amount that I used of the rosemary. Then we will use lavender. And I've got about that much lavender. Now, if I were making this for someone else, I would have on, you know, gloves and everything, but it's just for us two here at home. The next I will be using is sage. Now, I do have this on Etsy, but it's on the quantity is 0 right now because I won't ship it in the summertime because it has to stay cold, you know, refrigerated to steep. I'm showing you the video. You can make it yourself. If anybody has any ideas on a way to keep it cold that's practical, and I don't sell my stuff that, you know, it's not real expensive or anything, so in order to keep it the cost down, I would need to figure out a way to ship it where the cost is down, where all the profit ain't just going right out the window, or it costs more on trying to keep it cold. So in summertime, I keep it down on 0 for the quantity because I don't know how to get it to you, you know, in a few days. The way the mail runs, the priority says 1 to 3 days. I can guarantee it's going to be closer to the 3 days if it doesn't get lost. So if anybody has any ideas on how they ship their stuff that needs to stay cold, let me know. Because if it's something practical that's not so costly, then yeah, I'll do it. Because if it's costly, then obviously I have to go up in the price. And we don't want to do that. So, okay, and this is about how much of the sage that I will use. Several things that I would like to put on Etsy, but they have to stay cold. Like the rose that I do for, you know, like your face and stuff. But it has to stay cold refrigerated. So I use it here at home, and I have a video showing you how to make it. But sometimes people want me to ship it, and I won't ship it because, again, I don't know how to keep it cold. Then we're going to use honey, but first I'm going to put the vinegar in so the honey's just not stuck to the bottom of the container. So, and I do not need to, dang. Ugh. Have I not opened this one before? I'll be back. Get my little handy dandy thingy here that I used to open stuff up that's hard to open. By the way, blooper! You get to see my blooper. Okay, now let's try it again. Dang! Seriously? Oh my God. needs to go work on the carpet. Blooper again. I'm trying to bang it. Let me see if I have another jar. Blooper again. Oh my God. Okay. How red my hand is. Okay. Now you are just going to put like half. I don't need a whole lot. Well, that. Hey, Robert. And then you want to add some raw honey. It's raw honey. And you just need to put about like that. I didn't bring a spoon in here. You can mix it up if you want. What I do is put it in here and then I can always shake it up. You're gonna have it steeping for 4 weeks, so you're not gonna be uncovering or anything. It's gonna be all closed up. You want to put, now the reason I'm going to do this, I already have, yeah, okay. Now I'm going to put the cloth over the top. Now, even though this has like a rubber gasket in it, and technically the rubber gasket is what will be touching this, put the lid on. The reason, see, and then you can just like shake it up. Now, the reason I use the cloth is you don't want, it contains vinegar. You don't want it touching the metal, okay? Because it's going to steep for 4 weeks, so you don't want it touching the metal. So you just put you some cloth in there, okay? And shake it up real good. Yeah, it looks like it missed the cloth, but it's in there because I can see it right there on the, I can see it right there on the inside, on the end. And if not, you can open it up and you can move it over. Let's just go ahead and do that right now, just cause. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so see how it comes all the way down? You just couldn't see it because of the lip of this. So we're going to put this back on. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. So, see it all in here, shook up real good. Now, let it steep for 4 weeks. After it steeps for 4 weeks, you get another piece of cheesecloth. You strain it out. You pour it in here, and that way when you're ready to use it, all you got to do is just put some in the tablespoon, 1 tablespoon every so often, depending on how bad your respiratory infection, whatever you got, congestion going on up there in your chest, And pretty much that's it. Oh, and it is, if you do it this way and keep it in the refrigerator, it'll last for a year. So after 4 weeks, if you're not having any upper respiratory issues, don't bother straining it out. Just strain it out whenever you're going to need it at the time, because this will last for a year. Okay? Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, what did I do? Oh, here it is. I hope you enjoyed my bloopers.